Today we will be taking a look at ASX listed company Andromeda Metals, ticker ADN, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see ADN go in the near future. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys? Ryan here. Welcome back to the channel, and we are kicking back off some stock analysis again, something I haven't done on the channel for quite some time. We've been focusing on crypto, but I wanted to bring a bit more of the stock side of things back, and I thought what better way to kick it off than with ADN, or Andromeda Metals. This is a stock that I've held for a number of years and is one of my largest holdings, so I thought why not take a look at this company to kick things off. Just briefly, for those of you who want to know a bit more about ADN, that is the ticker for this stock. Basically, it is a company in South Australia that will be soon to mine halloysite and kaolin, which is basically forming in clay. Now, these products can basically be sold and used in things such as nanotechnology, carbon capture, ceramics, so things like fine china, high purity alumina, and many more applications, including things such as medicine. Those nanotubes and that sort of thing have some potentially very interesting applications. But we're not going to focus on the fundamental side of things today. We're going to be performing some technical analysis. So if you want to have a look more at the company, I implore you to do your research. Make sure you jump onto their website. But without further ado, let's jump into the chart and take a look at ADN's price. Welcome into the ADN chart, guys, and you're probably wondering what is all this information on the screen at the moment. Well, this, as I mentioned, is a stock I've been involved with for a number of years, and as a result, I perform technical analysis on a fairly regular basis over on my Twitter, so be sure to check that out. But the last analysis I did was basically what you're seeing here. So we're at about this point roughly when I performed my last analysis on it. And as you can see, what had occurred is a gap was formed. Here you can see the gap basically established itself from here at this point, the high of the day, which was sitting at 18.5 cents. And then it went all the way up here to this point at 19.5 cents. So that was the gap. That was one of our targets, target 2. But we were in a downtrend originally from this point up here. So I said the first target was obviously break through that. Great, we've broken out of the short-term downtrend. Then 17.5 cents was the first point of resistance. So our key target that needed to be met. Now this target was met, so that is absolutely fantastic. Then shortly after, something I haven't shown on here is the second target, which was closing the gap at 19.5 cents, 18.5 cents. That was also met. As you can see right here on the 20th of December, we had a high of 19.5 cents, closing that gap. So overall, that is looking really good at this point in time. So basically, I'm going to remove this analysis because obviously it doesn't mean much anymore. I can probably remove as well this downturn of a line because we're no longer in that trend, and we need to establish some new parameters. So obviously we have a support point here at 17.5 cents, and I'd suggest as well that we have a key point of resistance at that 19.5 cent level. As you can see, this has been a catalyst for breakouts, breakdowns, and has been a point of resistance and gaps and supports on a number of different occasions. So at this point in time, 19.5 cents, whilst yes, I had it as target 2 before, it is still a target. But basically what's occurring now is we are trading in a sideways channel between 17.5 cents and 19.5 cents. And what we really need to see occur right now is that 20-day moving average that we see sitting right here, currently at 17.1 cents, needs to cross above the 50-day moving average, which is sitting at 17.5 cents. So it's not too far off. And hopefully what we're going to see is some fundamentals, so some news actually coming out regarding the company. They just got their mining lease, so that means there's nothing now stopping them from starting mining their project next year. Maybe some more announcements about their acquisition of MEP, which was their JV partner, to acquire 100% of their major project, the Great White Project. Things to do with that, and of course the DFS, which is due to land in January, February, March of next year. those sort of catalysts will hopefully get us out of this sideways channel that we are trading in. When we do break that sideways channel, which in my opinion is something which is now going to be inevitable, where are we going to target? Well, obviously straight away 19.5 cents, which is basically where our 200-day moving average is sitting. That is a major point. But zooming out, where do we think we should try and hit first? Well, easily we can put in place right now some horizontal targets, and I'd suggest that the first target would be probably, I'd suggest here at about $21 and 50 cents. So, sorry, $21, my bad. 21.5 cents. That is where we'd first target. That would be, I suppose, the first major point of resistance for us after we crack 19.5. So overall, I'd be suggesting that's where we want to move. Indicator wise, MACD, let's have a quick look at that one. You can see we had the nice little cross here, which was a big indicator that we were going to start moving in an upwards direction. It is still moving very, very nicely in that direction. I'm hoping we do see a bit more green volume start coming in, some buying momentum coming in. But interestingly enough, as you can see, even though we did peak here on the 20th, 21st of December, we started dipping, and then today we have seen a nice little green candle start to form itself again. So overall, looking quite promising at this point in time. Have a look at something else as well. RSI, good one to look at. We're well within the acceptable range, sitting at 61.78. Plenty of room for us to move in the near future. Overall, looking really, really good from that perspective, in my opinion at least. So, of course, keep in mind I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, although I do hold this stock, as you're all aware. But from a technical standpoint, it does look like in the, I suppose, short term at least, we'll be trending sideways, waiting for some of those fundamental indicators or fundamental pieces of news to drop and then hopefully shoot us up in value. And ultimately, my first target is cracking 19.5 cents resistance, followed by that 21.5 cent resistance. That wraps up our analysis of ADN for today, guys. I'd love to know if you'd like to see any other specific stocks that you want covered. Doesn't matter if it's on the ASX or any other stock exchange, let me know. If you did enjoy today's stock analysis of ADN, leave me a thumbs up, and of course, if you want to see more of this sort of content, hit that subscribe button. With that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.